It's the Machine Room Podcast. Yeah, that's right. We're here in the Machine Room, ladies and gentlemen.
They're doing a Christopher Walken just for fun.
Calm down, everybody. Jesus Christ, everybody doesn't need to be that fucking loud. How you doing? I'm Nostradamus, and with me, as always, is Hammer of Venus, and we're here. It's July 13th, 2023, and we're here. It's the Machine Room Podcast, and of course, we're gonna talk stupid, geeky shit.
That's all we do.
That's all we do. We're going to start off with a topic, go on a rant, and then finish it with a screenshot the news that is supplied to us by the screenshot expert, Hammer of Venus. Her screenshot.
I got pretty good at it, yeah.
Your screenshot game is top notch. What I want to first start off with, because it's in my head right now, because I got nothing else, is how people are flipping out over James Gunn hiring his friend Nathan Fillion to play one of the Green Lanterns, something Gardner. I don't know this one. And people are like, yo, what the hell? He's just hiring his friends, because apparently someone was already cast as the character, but then they put Nathan Fillion in it. Me, I'm not surprised, you know. Hey, if I could be best friends with a director and keep getting gigs, I would. Let's face it. Come on. I would. Why do you think freaking Scorsese kept using DiCaprio, no? Pacino,
yeah.
De Niro.
Yeah.
You know, be best friends with a director, man. Spielberg kept using Tom Cruise for a second. No, they did like 2 movies together. Didn't they just Minority Report and War of the Worlds? Yeah, you know, you just be friends with a director. Like, if I could be friends with Samuel L. Jackson keeps being in Quentin Tarantino movies. Be friends with a director, and then you make it to the top. So I'm not mad at him. Plus, Nathan Fillion is a great actor. I love Nathan Fillion. So him as a Green Lantern, straight up, I think it's cool. But, you know, you're either on the hate Gunn section, or you're on the not hate Gunn section. What's your take?
Like, there's an echo.
Oh, sorry.
Is that better? I hear myself.
It's probably me.
I think it's cool that guy's a great actor, but Guy Gardner always seemed like a cocky, like late teenager, early 20s kind of guy. Like, Guy Gardner wasn't. What is Nathan Fillion, like in his 50s?
Nathan Fillion plays like perfectly the cocky fucking kind of guy. So this is probably an older Guy Gardner. Like I said, I don't know.
I think it's really fucked up. We got Jon Stewart, and then they just jumped over fucking, or what did I say? I'm retarded. Hang on. What was the one that Hal Jordan? Okay, so we had Hal Jordan. He got his own movie, and then we kind of got Jon Stewart and the Zack Snyder Justice League for like a second.
A millisecond.
And then they just skipped over Jon Stewart, and they're going to fucking Guy Gardner. It just feels I'm not like mad. I think it's a cool thing. Like, yeah, he's an older Guy Gardner, but I don't know. It's just weird.
I think he's just James Gunn is really all about he's about getting unknown characters and making them known and playing with them and stuff like that. Like, so I guess he's like, all right, everybody knows freaking Jon Stewart, everybody knows Hal Jordan, nobody knows about Guy Gardner. I specifically would like it. I would like for it to be one of the recent Green Lanterns. That would be cool. Whereas the female and the male one and the female was Latina, and I think so was the male or not. I don't remember.
Yeah, he was gay.
Yeah, so those would be cool. But hey, who says that down the road there won't be, other Green Lanterns, because it's inevitable. There will be other Green Lanterns for sure. So I'm sure Guy Gardner is just a stepping stone, and then we'll be introduced to other ones. What I'm noticing, everybody else, because like we stated before in previous episodes, these people won't shut the fuck up, and nothing is a surprise. Everybody and their mama is being jammed into this Superman Legacy movie that people are stating like, "Hey, we already had this movie. It was called Black Adam," because it feels like the same shit. Like there was so many people there in a Black Adam movie.
Exactly. Oh wait, I gotta do the Bruce Willis. Thrilled.
Oh man, I was talking about how there was diehards and how the last one was a bad taste, and it's sad that we can't have another, like we can't have another. But wasn't there something about him, like he gave his likeness so they could use his face for anything? Wasn't it Bruce Willis who did that?
I know that they did it with Arnold Schwarzenegger for some stuff.
Was it
But
Arnold?
I didn't hear about that for Bruce Willis.
I thought I heard about Bruce Willis. If it's true, I need Bruce Willis to give his likeness, the rights, so then they could AI this motherfucking John McClane into a new fucking movie. I want another Die Hard that at least will be a better send off than A Good Day to Die Hard.
Did we already talk about the Die Hard battery commercial?
That was the last Die Hard.
Yeah,
The last Die Hard was the fucking commercial that got me hyped. I thought that was a new Die Hard, and then it wasn't.
It had Argyle from the original and the hacker guy Leon from the original, and he was like the villain. And then like Bruce Willis is trying to get somewhere, and his battery died, and he like just runs and crashes through a fucking window at AutoZone.
I was so mad that wasn't true. Or I was like, it was like hopeful for a second, because I was like, oh shit, maybe this is leading to something, and nope.
That's what I thought. Like, if they're bringing everybody back, they could have had, the dad from Family Matters and fucking Samuel Jackson all come back, and
see, that's what we need. That's what you and I agree. Like, get Sam and Bruce to team up again. It would have been the she is neat.
They don't have any scenes together in, well, they kind of do in Pulp Fiction, when they're talking to Marcellus Wallace and they're in that like diner.
Yeah,
they're like in the same room, but they don't have like a scene together. But they act so well together. Like they feed off of each other, what was really good. And that's why I love, like, I'll always love Die Hard the most, but like Die Hard with a Vengeance is like, like an RC hair away from, it's so fucking good.
It is. It is. I think I stayed the last time that I was trying to watch Live Free or Die Hard for 4th of July, but it didn't fit in there. I recently just got my entire Mission Impossible on. I watched all 6 movies. I am ready for Dead Reckoning. When would I watch it? Who knows? Your boy doesn't have that kind of luxury. But I hope I get to see it in theater, as the freaking cinema god Tom Cruise wants it to be experienced, I never saw Maverick in theater. I got to see it at home. Still had a great time, but he said he makes these movies to be seen on the big screen. Kind of like how they keep hyping up Oppenheimer. Like, you gotta watch it on this big ass stupid fucking IMAX reel that he has.
Fuck all
I gotta
that.
blow you up. Watch us talking shit, but watch it be a really good movie.
Right.
I'm prepared. I'm
I
prepared.
love Cillian Murphy, but like I don't know what it is about him and that hat. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. It scares me.
I was more surprised that that he they said that there was gonna be a freaking sex scene between him and Florence P. I guess that's how you say her name, Florence P. And I'm like, really? This is what we're gonna do with Oppenheimer? It's gonna get it in. What kind of movie are you watching here? I thought this was
Just
about the atomic bomb.
when you're making a movie about the events of creating the atom bomb, you have to have a scene where a guy and a girl just raw dog it.
What I need to know is what the real Oppenheimer looks like. Is this what the real So you telling me that this guy right here, you're gonna see you're gonna see just in a minute. Hold on, let me get the watch party going on. You're telling me, okay, no, wait. Like I said the last time, before I do this, let me make sure that I have everything turned off here, so when I come back, there's not no freaking surprise intro playing or some shit. Okay, I don't need that. That's unprofessional. So you're telling me this guy right here was getting it in? That's what you're telling me. This is Oppenheimer.
Old ugly dudes could get it in back in the day.
This is Oppenheimer, right? Oh yeah, with this attitude right here, hell yeah, he was fucking getting it in.
And you know he smoked like fucking crazy.
Oh, everybody's smoking like crazy.
Like
Look at him right here.
2 packs a day.
This is like the back of a book cover kind of shit, you know? Blowing it up by freaking Robert Oppenheimer. That's the back of his book. Robert Oppenheimer just lit the world on fire. Oh look, oh shit, that's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, they recreated the same look. That's kind of cool.
And then the sequel book will be called Getting It
In. Featuring Robert Oppenheimer. See, first you gotta make the atomic bomb, and then you get up in the pussy.
They do look alike, but
they kind of do.
Cillian Murphy looks like fucking Kane from Poltergeist 2.
Is this Cillian or Killian? How do you say his fucking name?
I thought it was Cillian. I think I heard that somewhere on a YouTube video because it's a Celtic name, so you have to pronounce it that way.
Get a better name. No, I'm just kidding.
I love him, but like that picture's just scary. Like he's not lit the same.
Their speaking of Killian or Cillian Murphy, there's talks of 28 years later.
You're like bringing up all my screenshots.
Oh shit, my bad. Hey, I'm cutting it down. That just cuts down the screenshots. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
So they were talking about 28 months later. Would that be the third one? They did days, weeks, months. Yeah. So then I heard that got canceled, but they want to do 28 years later, and like I'm all for it. I love those movies, but like they need to figure out what the fuck they're doing, because I have like 3 or 4 different screenshots about the same thing, about it's greenlit, it's not greenlit, this they want to do this other one, and I don't know, I'm confused.
I see where they have to go to 28 years because it's been that long, so they will have to do. They will have to do
in 2000.
Yeah, they would have to do that long of a difference than months. You could do months if it's like with different people, you know.
Yeah.
But if you're using the same people, yeah, you're gonna see that damn freaking age difference. So 28 years makes sense.
Okay, so according to Wikipedia, it's Cillian Murphy.
Killian.
Yeah.
He's killing the motherfuckers. That's what he's doing.
One of my favorite movies he did was Breakfast on Pluto, with the guy that did Crying Game,
Uh-huh.
and it's Cillian Murphy as a transgender woman,
That's
and
what's up.
he does a great fucking job. His voice is a little annoying though in that movie.
I want to give a
You
shout
try
out
it.
to the people in the chat right now. I'm sorry I didn't pay attention for a second. So Broly Fist, Phantom Knight, thank you for being in there. I see you. I see you. Kind of like in the fucking movie Avatar.
Or Face Off, where he does like this.
I want his face. The fuck off, man.
No, the other one where John Travolta did it to his kids and his wife. It was like, "I love you." I still do that to my dogs.
I used to do that to people after that movie. Did I ever do it to one of my exes or anything like that? I don't think so. Or did I try to pull that off and they just looked at me like I'm crazy? I'm gonna try it on my wife. Just today out of nowhere, I'm just gonna be like this. And she's gonna give me a look like, what the fuck was that?
You know, the other great thing you can do like that's like a super surprise that nobody ever expects.
What?
Cowlick somebody on the side of their face, just
Oh,
like
I
the
do that
whole
already.
thing.
I do that already all the time. What do you think? There's a lot, man. I've licked that face so many times out of nowhere, and she'd be like, "What the fuck? Stop it!" I'm like, "Nope." Like in public, like I'm going in for like a kiss on the
Yeah,
cheek, and I just, and then she's like, "Ah, what the?"
there's another one that I hate to mention, but it's really funny. There was a girl I liked in California, and I was laying on the couch, and she was sitting on the couch. She leaned in like she was gonna kiss me. She put her nose or her mouth over my nose and blew in it, and it made this like trumpet sound, and it hurt at the same time.
Damn.
I was like, never do that again. So yeah, if you want to get your significant other back, blow inside their nose.
I I don't know. I think I'll draw the line right there. That's kind of weird though. What if I blow it and then a booger come out the other end of the other nostril? I don't know about that. That'd be nasty.
Your plumbing doesn't work that way.
I do it and and then it just makes the noise from fucking Mario Brothers. That was my attempt at the Mario Brothers noise. I should probably get a sound effect of that shit.
Oh, by the way, Kyle Rayner was the one that came out gay. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Alan Scott was the Green Lantern and it came out gay.
And what's the female one called? Do you remember? She had like that lantern thing on her eye.
Jessica Cruz.
There you go, Jessica Cruz. Jessica Cruz. She out there like, you don't know me. She's like that. That's how I want her to be. Look, you need to stop, you space monster. I ain't the one to fuck with.
Checking her nails.
I'm on brightest day, darkest night. If she don't come out being straight up, stereotypical, fucking Puerto Rican from the Bronx with the hood accent and lingo.
Hey, Papi, let me tell you something, okay?
Yup. Oh, you gonna stop right there, Batman? I ain't fucking doing this shit because you told me to.
Oh my god.
You better go call Superman. I got other shit to do.
Oh my god.
And it gotta be played by Rosie Perez. I don't care how old she is. You better de-age Rosie Perez.
Or just use her voice.
Yes, there you go.
Could do, like, she could do like motion capture like Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
It would be like, you know how Yu-Gi-Oh, when he's just Yugi, he's normal, but when he becomes Yu-Gi-Oh, he had a deeper voice. That's it. Just cast the girl to play Jessica Cruz, and then when she turns into the Green Lantern suit, it's fucking Rosie Perez. You gotta do that.
Somebody clip that. That's hilarious.
That's my fucking Green Lantern. Damn it. You can't cancel me. I'm Latino.
I need an old like buff but fat looking red-headed Scottish dude to somehow become Green Lantern. And you can't understand shit he says.
Oh, just like shit. I don't remember what his name is, but you remember Samurai Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that one Scottish dude, and he was
Yep.
just roasting his ass. But you didn't understand a damn word he said, boy. The Scotsman insults. We're gonna give it to you right here live. No, we gotta hear this shit. He's gonna go. Man, I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it, but this motherfucker's gonna go in right here.
What do you think of that, Mr. Pajama wearing, basket face slipper wielding, Clyde Street buckle, gather up and blade more bleeder
I don't
and
understand a
gum
word this guy's
Jesse
saying.
off looking stoner, lift Lucas and milk drinking, soy face, shell pit, nimble,
guy right there.
sniveling worm-eyed hooting law, vile stooting calibrate tatty.
He went in hard. And he started off his insults with pajama wearing. Like, that's an insult.
I had something after that, and it just like it disappeared.
You know what? It just came into my head out of nowhere. Oh shit! You guys are looking at what I'm looking at. I'm trying to get all out tickets, baby. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get all out tickets. That one character, I forgot what his name is, but he was really, they used him a lot in the DC animated universe, where he's from way back, and it's like a demon. He's human, but then he's a demon, and he talks in rhyme. You know what I'm talking about?
Was that a cartoon?
Yeah, like they used him in the cartoon a lot.
Which cartoon?
The DC animated universe, those movies.
Oh shit!
It was like he was human. He was like way back in the day from medieval times, and was in somebody's body. They made some kind of pact deal. I don't know the whole story, but it's a demon, and when he comes out and fights, he's always just talking in rhymes. He had bars.
I don't remember that.
I forgot what his name is. If anybody in the chat room remember his name.
I was just thinking of the guy from Black Dynamite.
Yeah, something like that. He's something like that, except he's a demon and he'll fucking kill you. But he was a good guy.
One of my favorite like Scottish lines in a movie, not even a movie, it's a TV show, was the critic in the episode where he became a trucker, and he was supposed to make this like impossible run that like you couldn't sleep at all.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes back, and his boss is like this old Scottish dude, and he's like, maybe the laddie made the trip, maybe he didn't, but he brought us a snow globe, and that's good enough for me.
It sounded like Sean Connery there.
A little bit, yeah.
A little Sean Connery. A little bit of the Sean Connery. No, I was just stating that character would be cool to see in live action.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember like their name and stuff.
And matter of fact, and I don't know where, if James Gunn gets anywhere, if this even reaches his fucking thing, James Gunn, you want to take characters that no one knows of and bring them into pop culture and make them popular and, you know, make a fucking movie or whatever off of them, whatever. Give me Grifter. Give me Grifter from the DC universe. He is a character that I always love. I think he's cool as shit. I think the masses would love an R-rated movie with Grifter would be even better. And you got money there. And this is a character that I love a lot. Granted, read none of the comics that I have of his, but I have all his comics. But I love him. And I want to see him in live action.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know who Grifter is, he was like part of the Wildcats, like Jim Lee's Wildcats. That's how I got introduced to him, through that Saturday morning cartoon. And then, and somewhere in the New 52, they brought him back and made him his own thing, blah blah blah. And he has like a bandana kind of mask over his face that resembles Deadpool.
Yeah.
Whether it was intentional or not, I don't know. But he wields dual pistols, you know. So, and he wears a trench coat. I like who's cooler than that? You know what I'm saying? Dual pistols, fucking mask, trench coat, blah blah blah. And I think he's British. I don't know, man. You see how much I know about this. But if James Gunn brings him into the live action fold, then we popping.
I got two things for that, and one of them is yesterday on Twitter, Plastic Man was trending, and from what I gathered from it, they're trying to cast somebody as Plastic Man, and if they can do that like properly and successfully, that would be fucking awesome. I've always loved him. And then I haven't heard anything about this. This is wishful thinking, but a Lobo movie.
The Lobo movie has been talked about for like ages, but they keep
Yeah.
mentioning that it's gonna be Jason Momoa. But he's already Aquaman, so you can't do Jason Momoa.
Well, they rebooted.
Yeah, but Aquaman 2 still exists. The fucking movie still exists, and it's still gonna be released. I even saw something recently where it's like apparently they've been doing reshoots, especially now that Hollywood is going fucking like they're on a strike, the actors and the writers. So they were trying to get shit done before this even happened. Now that this happened, who knows what the fuck's gonna happen going forward? Everything's on pause.
Today was like the day where they were supposed to have their, not demands because that sounds like terrorist shit, but like
terrorists. Yes.
They're like, wishful thinking recommendations, like, we need these things to be better. And they were like, nope. And so they're like, all right, well, fuck you then. Like, everybody that's in, like, AFTRA or whatever, they're just like, peace. Find your own writer. Which, if you need a writer, my email address. No, I'm kidding.
That's what I'm saying. Like, isn't this prime fucking real estate right now? We're talking about, like, we can just go out there and fucking make shit. Be like, hey, look, we're not in the guild, but I'll be happy to fucking act in your shit. You want me to write like something? I'll be happy to try to write something. This is prime territory. It's time for us to swoop in this shit. I swear to God, if I see that from this, they just start grabbing people from YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and we're not grabbed, I'm gonna fucking riot. This is when I do go on a killing spree, and I'm gonna start by killing the fucker at work because he gets on my damn nerves.
Most people know that I have a story that I had set up to be like a standalone Joker movie called, well, I don't want to say what it's called. I don't want people copying my shit because it took a long time to come up with this name. But the story's there. I just need to write the script. So I've written many scripts before. I'm available.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, Hollywood, check out my Officium videos. They're kind of neat, right? I can just keep going with that. Give me the financial backing, and me and my friends would just make them for even less. Here's the thing. And this is kind of like an interesting talk. I think they need to go back to making movies for cheap. That way, they get more out of it. That's what I want to say. You know.
Like, the whole Hollywood scene is weird because they present men and women as like they talk about in a book, Ubermosh, like the Superman, like they're way too pretty, their hair is too perfect, their bodies are too perfect. It's unobtainable bullshit, and they have these insane stories that have plot holes, and the studios get involved and ruin everything. A lot of them are great still, like especially like the last Spider-Man. I'll always talk about how awesome that is. But like some of my favorite movies have always been indie films because they're real cheap. They film them real fast, and it's like real people acting out like real people problems, and it's not over the top like Hollywood movies are. it's just like how normal people act, and I wish they had more movies like that, like movies with long shots on them. Like that's such a thing that doesn't happen very much.
Yes, and and I'm trying to think of like indie movie that I could think of where I was amazed by it. But like even an indie movie with special effects, so say an indie sci-fi movie, is still like wow, compared to like a Hollywood. I know I went walking.
Walking, yeah.
That's how I am when I watch these movies. I was like, wow,
Wow.
they did that. 50 grand. Amazing. Like Kung Fury, right? Kung Fury was like, I don't even know how much they got to back that up to make it, but I don't think it was near a lot of money.
I
It
don't
wasn't.
even I don't even want to admit to anybody how many times I've watched that.
Yeah, I don't like for the for the price they made that seem like it was a couple million, really. And the fact that they have a movie that I don't know when the fuck is gonna drop, but they have a movie with actual more money, but not like crazy,
Yeah.
that's gonna come out is amazing. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the,
But you don't have
it's the
to.
same thing with horror movies. A lot of horror movies are independent films, and then when Hollywood tries to make a horror movie, it's just predictable, it's just jump scares, it's way overly processed. You don't really buy into what's happening. Like if you were there, yeah, that show would be scary, but to watch somebody else deal with it, you're kind of like, whatever. But when like indie people make a horror movie, you get like sympathy pain and your stomach hurts, but you love it.
Yeah, horror movies were what I was gonna lean to. Hollywood loves making horror movies because they're dirt cheap to make, and they always make a profit. Always, you can make a horror movie for like a couple thousand, not like really cheap thousand. I'm not like a couple thousand. Anything that's under $1 million, or even make it for like $1 million, you make a profit 3 times more than that or 5 times more than that because people love horror movies. They're cheap to make and they're always profitable. And they always go to that to make some money. And then they'll try to bank hard on something even bigger where they put in over $200 million or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but they always making a profit. That's why I don't think like, oh shit, the Flash came out. Oh, it didn't make more than what it made. Blah blah blah. It's like it's
It
okay.
bombed.
WB is still good because they'll have other movies coming out that are cheaper, making more money.
Yeah, they'll get their money back.
They'll
But
get their
yeah,
money back.
that was another screenshot is how the Flash was like one of the biggest bombs that Warner Brothers has had. They they paid way too much money in marketing. And like when you go to like IMDb and it says how much money they paid for the movie and then it says how much they made from the movie, those numbers don't ever have the advertising amounts. And advertising, especially for a movie like The Flash, costs millions.
See, I hope people right now are kind of mad or trying to keep the hype going for Blue Beetle, which is supposed to start off the new DCU, and they're not advertising it like crazy. So you're seeing people on social media advertising it and trying to get the word out there, and people going at it like when Marvel released the Black Panther movie, and it was like the community needs to go and support it. So they're like trying to get the Latino community to go and support Blue Beetle. As far as I know, everybody's really excited for Blue Beetle and really hyped to go see this movie. I am too. It looks fantastic.
It
Um,
does.
yeah, it
It's
does.
it's funny because I've always been a DC person, and I never got into Blue Beetle. He never came up in anything I've ever read of DC, so I really don't know anything about him.
I know of him because of the cartoon shows. Like I think he showed up in Justice League. He showed up in Teen Titans. He showed up
Oh
in one of those
wow.
DCU movies with the Titans. So he's around, and I've seen him, so I know of him. And his live action version is really exciting, especially for a guy who like me, who's into tokusatsu, which is kind of like the Japanese Sentai shows. You know, where Power Rangers and Kamen Rider came out, and you see this guy out here, and he's like, oh shit, this is a fucking there's a fucking Kamen Rider Power Ranger out there in the DC universe kicking ass. Kick ass. That's what I need. I need a soundbite of someone saying kick ass. Or you remember the movie Only the Strong? No?
Which one's that?
Only the Strong with Mark DeCasco where they do capoeira. It was all capoeira stuff. No? You remember that?
I don't think I ever saw that.
Oh, that one's a great one. There's a part where he goes to this really bad school. It's like Dangerous Minds. Is that the one with Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah, the white people saving the black people movies. Yeah, how many movies of those do we have?
A lot. But ironically, this was a multicultural class, so it wasn't all black kids. So it's like Dangerous Minds, but with martial arts, and it's only capoeira.
Wow.
And this Mark DeCasco comes in, and there's this real bad class, and it's like I'm gonna teach them, honor, respect, and all this stuff through the art of capoeira. But of course, there's a drug lord, and he doesn't like that his cousin's in there, and he doesn't like this guy, blah blah. But guess what? This drug lord also knows capoeira, so then they start duking it out. But at one point, one of the students was like, you gotta learn how to do the rhythm, you gotta learn how to do the dance. And then one of the students was like, I'm sorry, I thought you were gonna teach us how to kick ass. And the way he said it was something that, like, me, Randy, LP, Scooby, we would quote that line, oh, I thought you were gonna teach us how to kick ass. So that just came out of nowhere.
That sounds like a capoeira remake of The Principal with Jim Belushi.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm telling you, it was like, this was around that time too. It was the 90s. It just seemed like it was a genre. It was like The Substitute, Dangerous Mind, The Principal, right? And there was Only the Strong, and then High School High. Remember that?
I love that movie.
It was just that time period of like, oh, these kids are degenerates and we gotta save them. What was that one with Edward James Olmos? It was also a movie like that.
Oh, something high. Fuck. Hang on.
The third? That's not the third.
Stand and Deliver. That's what
there you go. Yeah, Stand and Deliver.
How do I reach these kids?
Ah, shit. Did I get the right date?
I love, we watched it in college, Freedom Writers. It's kind of the same thing, but it teaches them to be better writers, which I think that they should, because have you seen people's text messages lately?
We're in an era where it's like LOL, RRL, LMFAO, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
A lot of that came from, early 90s internet. And so that's why, like, I still use stuff like that, but for, like, regular speaking, I type regular. And, like, I see some other people, and it's like, you can't decipher. It looks like a fucking code. Like, the Zodiac Man would have fucking made or something. Zodiac Killer.
I think we should just start texting in the old ways kind of language. Now, thou hast 10 to the house or whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Like Shakespearean.
Like Shakespearean, or, around that time of whatever, that kind of
shit. That's called Old English. That's
there you go, like Old English or something like that. Just sound real. Or hear me out. Or even better, hear me out. We just start texting Cockney.
I like that.
Yeah, either Cockney or Jive. Either one.
Oh man,
sounds really fun.
Can we mix them and then put some Cajun in there, and then like the aliens come, and that's how we talk now?
Yes, I would love that.
Like Edward James Olmos in Blade Runner. that was his idea to have be like multilingual like that.
Hmm.
It was like his prediction that in the future we'd speak like Japanese and Spanish and like it'd be a mixture of all these languages.
We're supposed to be, according to Firefly, we're supposed to be a civilization that's the two highest powers, us and China, and we were supposed to merge our fucking languages. We were supposed to be talking Chinese right now. You know what I'm saying?
That short film that Bill Gates made where he predicted all this technology, he predicted that too, that in the future people would speak Mandarin and English.
So why isn't it happening?
Because if they come over here, like it's gonna start like fucking World War III and we'll probably all die.
Yeah, you're right, man. Fucking shit. Things never go as planned, but you know what does go as planned? The fucking screenshotting the news. I hope you got a couple there.
I don't know what's left. We kind of covered everything.
Well, then let's try to cover whatever else is left. Ladies and gentlemen, let's screenshot the news.
Screenshot the news.
Always get walking right there at the end. Surprise. It's like he's chilling, and then that, because it comes out loud. I need to like try to adjust that. I keep forgetting. I don't know how to do it. And it's like walking here, and at the end, he's always like, wow, wow. Like he's listening to our podcast, like, wow, wow. That's how I picture it.
How many times a day I do that? Like, I've been using the Yahoo Music app, and I'll play it through my little Google speaker, and I have it like the volume in the middle. But sometimes the songs will start full volume and then go down to mid, and I do the same thing. Whoa, whoa,
wow. Good old walking.
So I saw you post this earlier, but I didn't know anything about this. They're making, or have made, or in the process of, Mr. and Mrs. Smith television series with Donald Glover and Maya Erskine.
This is something that just came out of nowhere. It's made because the show's already coming out. You saw clips right there.
Yeah.
And it's like, who asked for this? Who the fuck? Never did I go like, you know what would be nice? You know what would be nice? It would be nice if they did Mr. and Mrs. Smith as a series. That'd be nice.
With the funny guy from Community.
With Donald Glover. That'd be nice.
Whose fucking idea was that? And then somebody else had to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'll allow it.
No one. And you know why they did it, because everything is being taken and then just make inclusive. Like, all right, let's do Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but instead of two white people, we're gonna have a African American and an Asian American. We're gonna make this shit inclusive as fuck, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
Instead of just making something fucking perfectly new.
Yeah, please be original and stop remaking old shit. And if you remake something, make it a bad movie and try to make it better. Because most sequels suck, or most remakes suck ass.
Exactly.
And look, what are they gonna do next? Like The Outsiders, but they're all fucking from Brooklyn,
Like The Outsiders made into a series would kind of make sense, because then you could get more deeper into it. Jack Reacher made into a series because it was based on books. So
that makes sense.
It makes more sense.
Longmire.
Yeah. Jack Ryan made into a series, so they could get more deeper. That kind of stuff makes sense. Was Mr. and Mrs. Smith based on a book? I don't know. Was it based on a comic? I don't know. Did we ask for this? No. But go ahead, Prime. Make that money. Invest into Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but don't give me a second season of the show based on a great comic, Paper Girls.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prime.
Or Netflix with Cowboy Bebop.
Or Netflix with Cowboy Bebop, because I'm ready. Next month, I'm ready for when One Piece come out and everybody disses that fuck out of that one, and then I get nothing.
Brutal. It's gonna be fucking just hate posts on the internet.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I didn't know this was going on, but Tom Holland had a big alcohol problem, and he's finally sober.
Yeah, none of us knew. That was a surprise.
He looks more drunk sober than he did when he was drinking.
I don't know. He's over there like, I'm living the best life. He's all, I'm living the best life, you know.
There's like like the same thing they call a runner's high.
Uh-huh.
You get the same thing when, like, say you drop a bunch of weight, no matter how you do it, or like you start exercising, or you quit doing something you've done. You get the same kind of like runner's high kind of thing, and you want everybody else. Oh my God, I feel amazing. You have to do it too. You have to do it with me. We're going to do this thing. I feel amazing. You're going to feel amazing. And then like a month or two later, they're like, oh, I'm back to normal and everything sucks again.
That's me every day.
Ditto. But
spoiler
I'm
alert.
proud of him for like getting sober. But it always makes me think of Ricky Gervais. He's like, why are we applauding people for what normal people do every day?
I know, right?
I'm not an alcoholic. You're not an alcoholic. But no, I'm glad that he's got off the ship.
Yeah,
I
who
don't
knew?
understand too, like druggies and alcoholics. Where do they get the money? Tom Holland, I obviously know where he got his money, but
Yeah,
like,
where did Tom Holland get all that money from? I don't know what the fuck this kid do.
but like when you see like druggies and alcoholics with no jobs and they're always like doing drugs and drinking, I'm always like, how do you do that? Like,
You hustle. You hustle. Did you? I mean, this this is also not in the same category, but John Mulaney, he fucking had money, but he still hustled to so he could get his drugs.
I saw him on that chicken wing show.
That
Hot
chicken
Ones.
wing show.
Hot Ones.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
And
chicken wing show.
yeah, he looked like a fucking 40-year-old dad that just life beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. Did you see his stand up? Cause that was fucking.
I haven't watched it. Yeah, it's on my list.
Yeah, that's really really like his stories. It's crazy what that guy did when he was fucking high as hell.
You know who else
funny.
is like that? Is Joey Coco Diaz.
Joey Coco Diaz.
His stories are fucking amazing. Same thing with Ali Sadiq. I think we talked about him before. Ali Sadiq has a new special on YouTube for free.
For free? For free?
Yeah!
So go check that out. Shout out to Spendog and Mina Martinez in the chat room. Sorry, I just wanted to give that shout out.
Jared's here. What's up, Jared?
Give a shout out to you guys over there.
And more about the strike. Oh, I didn't know this. Robert Downey Jr. is happy he's done with Marvel movies, and apparently he's been talking shit. Yeah.
But it's Robert Downey Jr. He's, of course. I'm sure he's gonna be cooking in that movie Oppenheimer, which I didn't know he was in.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, he's in that.
I really hope that they, because a lot of the atom bomb stuff was here in New Mexico.
Hey.
I hope they include, like, one of the field trips that we took here in 6th grade was to go see the bomb site, and then they had a mock model of Fat Boy and Little Boy, the two bombs they used in Japan. And I got detention that day. I didn't get to go.
You fucked up.
So I just sit there in class, and they're like, study, and you read a book, and they're like, don't read a book, study. I'm like, that is studying. That was stupid. Burger King Thailand's real cheeseburger features 200 slices of American cheese. This looks fucked up.
Is that what that was? Like, I remember I saw it. It's just cheese?
It's just fucking cheese and bread.
I guess if you love cheese, I guess the people in Wisconsin fucking loving that burger. The cheese steak.
I was talking about this with Jared, actually, and he was like, is American cheese even a cheese? And honestly, it's not. It's like a bunch of processed shit. and it's only good on like a
Government
grilled
cheese.
a grilled like cheeseburger or a grilled cheese. Otherwise, like, why would you use American cheese for anything? Yeah, and Jared said they call it the constipated king meal.
Because you're not patriotic unless it's an American cheese.
Fuck that. I like Colby Jack.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah!
All right.
This one's kind of crazy, but Farmers Insurance will stop offering its policies in Florida, including home, auto, and umbrella policies, in a change that will force thousands of people to change their insurance provider.
I ain't changed shit.
Like, Florida is like literally sinking and going down the tube, and it just every day there's something, not like one thing. You read the news and there's like 4 or 5 things that are like awful about Florida. Like, it's crazy what's going on there.
Well, thankfully, when I went there, I didn't see no craziness.
The fucking Hitler governor that they have, he's banning people driving that are from like 5 different states, and Hawaii is one of them for some reason. But all the states that he's banning those drivers from driving in Florida are all states where immigrants can get a driver's license without a citizenship.
Well, in Orlando, in the Buena Vista area, that is Disney World, run by King Mickey, he ain't got no pool there. He got no pool there in Disney World.
Nope.
They know not to fuck with King Mickey and them. He'll send Goofy and El Pato Donald to fuck him up. My boy El Pato Donald.
Yes.
My boy.
Had to bring him back. There's another from Japan, a new Godzilla movie called Godzilla -1, and it looks fucking awesome.
I saw that and I thought it was like from us, but it's from Japan, and I haven't seen anything from there, like the OG ones and stuff like that. But yes, I've seen like over the years they've been cooking. I'm sorry, I reacted because something just started rubbing against my leg, and of course it's one of the cats.
We're supposed to get another one too of our kaiju series of Godzilla. I don't know what it's gonna be called yet, but like they're working on it right now because Millie Bobby Brown is gonna be in it again.
It's gonna be Godzilla versus the world.
Things.
I don't know.
Yeah. But what was weird about the Godzilla and Godzilla -1 is he looks like really different.
Is he skinny?
Like, no, he's not skinny. He's just like his head and his face and stuff. He has like these weird like needle teeth. Maybe that's the monster he's fighting. I don't know. It just looked weird.
I thought you were gonna say that he's skinny. I was like, motherfuckers, that's what they did in the first American one, and everybody hated on that.
That was Zilla, and the next Japanese Godzilla they made after the American one was Godzilla versus Zilla, and Zilla died a horrible death.
Damn.
So that's why there's no sequel.
Zilla.
And everybody hated it because Matthew Broderick, his ex-girlfriend in that movie, is like the fucking worst person ever.
I love it, man. That movie was dope for me. And you know what was great about that movie is that they had the sense of surprise. They didn't show you Godzilla, motherfucker. They were like, "Oh, you want to see what Godzilla look like?
Well,
you're gonna have to bring your old bitch ass to the movies and see Godzilla." And that, my friend, is marketing, and they should keep that going.
You remember when that movie came out and Taco Bell had all the Godzilla stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a cup and one of the toys, and it was awesome.
I remember the freaking, what's it called? Puff Daddy song?
Oh yeah, with Robert Plant from
Yep.
It's there in my head somewhere. Led Zeppelin. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Led Zeppelin. Come with me. Dun-dun-dun.
That song hits so hard. What's funny about that song is they made that over a video call.
Really?
They weren't even in the same country when they did that together.
Well then.
And I thought it was just going to be like Puff Daddy rapping over the original like music. But no, Robert Plant actually came and re-recorded that song just for Puff Daddy.
I miss the days of where movies had music videos with movie clips in them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Wait, you missed what?
Now you don't get it?
What did you say? Like, I totally just forgot.
I said I miss those days when movies had music videos to them with movie clips in them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that one.
I missed that too. Like,
you don't see that today.
You see stuff like that sometimes on YouTube, like fan-made stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then another thing that's funny like that is like in the 80s and 90s, we always had to have a song in the movie that had the same name of the movie. Or, you know, like Tone Loc did that song for Ace Ventura, and then there's like the Ghostbusters song. I think there's like a Caddyshack song. Like all these movies had songs based on the movie. They were like original songs. Like they did one for Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and like what happened with that? Like it's been so long since a movie has put out like a good soundtrack.
I think the soundtracks are out there. It's just that you don't. Like I said, they don't make music videos. Well, they make music videos, but it won't be anything where they show movie clips, or it would just be like the theme of a music video. Right now, everybody's talking about the Barbie movie having a crazy like original soundtrack to it. So you know, it's out there. It happens, but it's not as big as like the last movie I think that had a really great soundtrack too was Across the Universe, the Spider-Man movie. So it's
that animated one?
Yeah, the new one. The new one, the Spider-Verse.
I heard that too.
That one has the new shit.
Everything else is fucking about 28 months or 28 years later, or the Flash bombing.
So I guess we covered everything?
Pretty much. It was really spooky how you picked up on all that stuff.
Man, because I fucking know, which is good because I actually have this thing on a timer and we got a couple minutes to spare, baby. Yeah. Oh, wait, I just took off my fucking sound effects. There you go. See, I do stuff. But because those were like the biggest topics right now, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, that's true. And also an update about the crazy lady on the plane that said she saw like an invisible, or like somebody that wasn't real. Somebody did actually film from a different angle, like that was near her when that happened, and she was obviously drunk, and the guy she was sitting next to is black, and I think she accused him of stealing her AirPods, and then like she got the stewardesses, and the stewardesses are just like, just ask him to give it back. She's like, he wouldn't do that, and then that's when she threw a fit. She was like, stop the plane, turn around, I want to go home, stop the plane. And she kept trying to stand up, and they're like pushing her down, like, no, it's okay, like we're about to take off. And she flipped out, and they said they had to turn around and go back to the terminal. And because she said like, oh, all of y'all are gonna die, you're gonna die, they had to empty the entire plane, like everything, like all the passengers had to get out with all their stuff. They had to take out all the bags. They had to take her bags out specifically because she wasn't going to get back. She got banned from the flight. She's probably on the no-fly list too.
Yeah, I would think so.
She fucked up.
She fucked up big time.
Some racist drunk shit.
You could tell, definitely could tell that she was drunk.
Yeah, the way that she was talking was a dead giveaway. Somebody was like, in a video, like, listen to her voice, listen how scared she was. It had to be a reptilian or an alien. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
She was drunk. That's what the fuck it was.
She was so drunk, it like at any split second she could have just thrown up.
You could tell it's like, I don't, like you could tell, like the way she was talking. Okay, lady. Okay, sure, sure. There's an invisible man. Sure, lady. Sure.
Stuff like that makes me happy that like the British and the Americans didn't, you know, uh, never accepted like Irish or Scottish people as white people, because that's like a way to divide people. Like we were called green N-words.
The what N-words?
Green N-word.
The green N-word. I'm making that movie right now. We writing this shit.
If you look up like old history of like New York about immigrants and stuff, especially after the potato famine, they put Irish and blacks in the same neighborhoods, which is probably why I get along with so many black people.
Can I call you the green N-word?
Yes.
What up, my green?
I'm gonna get a chest tattoo. Green N-word.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You know what else is up? All you people being here with us in the Machine Room podcast. Thank you to those in the chat room. Thank you to those listening to us. And thank you to Rachel and myself. Look, Spendog right there. I'm a green. We here, we all family. And unfortunately, this is the end of the Machine Room. But as you can tell on the screen, on the bottom, you can follow us everywhere at Real Machine Room. That's right, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You can follow and Threads. Go over there because they are over 100 million people on there now.
That's crazy.
And you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at Nastradamus. That's NAZTRADAMIX. And you can follow Rachel at Hammer of Venus on everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, Threads, Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I cover everything. And her name is easier to fucking spell out than my name because, you know, Nastradamus, they're like, what? Nastradamus? No, that is incorrect.
Also, be on the lookout for the 28th is our 4-year anniversary of the first live show that we ever did for the Machine Room.
That's right.
And there's going to be some surprises and guests and new stuff, and it's going to be awesome. And
that's right.
Hopefully, I have the mental fortitude to be ready by then.
You guys ain't ready because guess who we're gonna have as a special guest? Christopher Walken. That's right. He's gonna be on the fucking. He's gonna be on the fucking main thing, and then after him, we're gonna have fucking Will Smith.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
All right, we're not gonna have Will Smith. I am so sorry about that, everybody. I'm so sorry. We'll just leave it at Christopher Walken, and we'll leave Will Smith alone, which we can't even call his name apparently.
No.
But you know who we could get?
Big Snoop D.O. Dub.
That's right. We're gonna try to get Snoop Dogg in this motherfucker, and then at the creme de la creme, we're gonna have the hostess with the mostest, the king of crime. Yeah! Little John's gonna be with us. It's gonna be crazy, y'all. And you know what the best part is? That none of these motherfuckers are actually gonna be there. So fuck y'all. Oh man.
That's how you end the fucking show.
Yeah, it would be cool to have Christopher Walken though.
We'll probably just have Heather.
We'll probably just have Heather, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Jared, is there any chance you could get Macho Man Randy Savage?
Got it.